Good morning, guys. Good morning. Can you hear me? How was your weekend? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Good to have you in today's session. Good to have you in today's session. If there's any pair you want us to analyze together, please drop it in the comment section. If there's any pair you want us to analyze together, drop it in the comment section. So let's go straight to business. I don't want this session to be too long. Maximum of 20-25 minutes. We should be done. Okay, so please, if you have any question, you have any pair you want me to analyze, just drop it in the comment section. I believe you guys can hear me. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? Do it again. Let's do it again. It's time to make money. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. It's time to make money. Wake up, wake up, wake up, don't sleep. It's time to make money. Wake up, wake up, wake up. So let's start with Australian dollar USD. I need to switch off my camera now. Okay, let's start with Australian dollar USD. My buyers for Australian dollar USD, GBP USD, Euro USD, NZD USD is bearish. Okay, I expect dollar to shrink this week. So I'm looking for opportunity to sell those pairs I just mentioned. Okay, so let's start with Australian dollar. Why I'm considering selling Australian dollar USD. Okay, let's start with the weekly time frame. So you can see how last week candle closed. Okay, it closed as a spinning top, and that spinning top formed at a resistance level. As you can see, it formed at a resistance level. Okay, also you can see on Australian dollar USD we have a fair value gap here, a buy side inefficiency that is yet to be filled. So we want to see it's likely price will pull back to fill this fair value gap before going bearish. Okay, so my bias on Australian dollar USD is bearish, but we could see price pull back to fill this fair value gap before it goes bearish. If we apply our Fibonacci on this chart from this swing high to this swing low, you can see price is currently at equilibrium. Okay, price is at equilibrium. We should expect price to fill this gap. Okay, pull back to premium. So consider selling Australian dollar USD at a premium level. That's my take. Okay, that's my take on Australian dollar USD. If I'm going to take a trade on Australian dollar USD today, it will be a buy. Okay, today if I'm going to take a trade on Australian dollar USD, it would be a buy. Okay, I'm not selling Australian dollar USD today. If we go down to lower time frame, let's go down to daily. Okay, you can see how last week candle closed. What we have here is an engulfing pattern. Can you see this? This is an engulfing pattern. Now, after the close of that engulfing pattern, I'm sure a fair value gap was created on lower time frame. Okay, let's go to lower time frame to identify the fair value gap that was created after this engulfing pattern. And you can also see that price tested. You can see this support level. Can you see that? Price tested this support level, and you can see the pattern that formed at that level is a bullish reverse pattern. So let's go down to let's see 4 hour. Okay, you can see on 4 hour we had a fair value gap here. Can you see this? Okay, we had a fair value gap here, and you can see this price tested that level. It's actually filled, right? You can see it filled that fair value gap. Price pulled back to that fair value gap. Look at the pattern that formed at that fair value gap. A doji, or you call this a spinning bottom. You can see that, which indicates change in trend. After the formation of this bearish doji, or you call it a spinning top, the next candle had closed bullish. This is a bullish reversal pattern. So if I'm going to take any trade on Australian dollar USD, this will be the right time to buy. Okay, buy at this level. Your stop loss should be below this fair value gap. You could set it, maybe use the low of this candle or a few pips below this fair value gap. Okay, so where is price heading to now? It is likely going to come for liquidity at this previous high. Okay, because there are a lot of stop losses at this level that need to be cleared. So it is likely price will come to this level. This is their target. So if I'm going to take any trade on Australian dollar USD right now, it will be a buy. And like I told you, my stop loss will be a few pips below this level. Okay, my stop loss will be few pips below this level, and my first target will be at this level. Now, if you consider the risk reward is very low. The risk reward is very low because you'll be risking close to 15 pips here to make about 30 pips. It's still okay. Risking 15 pips to make 30 pips is still okay. Still makes sense. That's like 1 to 2 risk reward. Okay, so I would advise you sell Australian dollar USD. If you're considering selling Australian dollar USD, this fair value gap that was created this morning must be cleared. That is, a bearish candle should close below this fair value gap. That will be the right time to sell Australian dollar USD. But with what we're seeing on the chart, right, Australian dollar USD is bullish. It is bullish. Okay, let's move to the next pair. Let's move to Euro Aussie. So Euro Aussie, for those who participated in the session we had last night, I told you guys my bias for Euro Aussie is bullish. But as you can see, the pattern we have on the chart right now, this is a bearish reversal pattern. This is the first candle for the day, right? Yeah, no, second candle for the day. And what pattern is this? Should we call this a spinning top or a shooting star? Let's call it a shooting star. Okay, shooting star, bullish star. The next candle closed bearish. What are we supposed to do? We're supposed to sell. You would also notice that this shooting star formed after testing a previous resistance level. Can you see that? Can you see that? Okay, so right now, if I'm to take any trade on Euro Aussie, it will be a sell. Remember, I told you guys we had a fair value gap here, and there is a high probability price will come and fill that gap. So this is where I am considering buying Euro Aussie, this fair value gap. Okay, so we should see price fill this gap. This is where I'm going to exit my trade on Euro Aussie. Actually, I have a trade on Euro now. I'm bearish on Euro Aussie. I would exit the trade at this point, then consider buying from this zone. Okay, but right now, Euro Aussie is bearish. It is bearish. Technically, it is bearish. Okay. If there's anything to analyze, please drop it in the comment section. Okay, so let's move to the next pair, GBP USD. After GBP USD, we'll look at gold, and that will be all for today's session. So if you have any pair you want me to analyze, just drop it in the comment section. Okay, GBP USD positively correlated with Australian dollar USD. Okay, so let's start with the weekly time frame. Last week candle closed as a spinning top, indicating change in trend from bullish to bearish, right? From bullish to bearish. So bias this week for GU is bearish. Okay, let's go down to daily. Okay, so last Friday candle closed as a spinning top, a bullish spinning top, right? And also we had a fair value gap here on the daily time frame. Can you see this? Could it be that price just want to fill this fair value gap before going bearish? Okay, so this is what I would advise. If you want to trade GU today, you could look for buy on GU. Okay, if this fair value gap, if a candle closes above this fair value gap, the high of this fair value gap, you might consider buying GU. Okay, you consider buying GU, and if you're buying GU, your stop loss should be, you could set your stop loss using the low of this hammer candle. Okay, you can set your stop loss using the low of this hammer candle. Okay, so my bias for GU today is bullish. Okay, it is likely they would on for stop losses at this level. So this could be the next target for GU. I hope that is clear. This is an area of liquidity. This is an area of liquidity. As you know, a lot of retail traders would have executed sell after the formation of the shooting star. And where would they set their stop loss? Their stop losses is at this level. So there's a high probability they will hunt for their stop losses. So for those who are considering selling, like I said, my weekly buyers on GU is bearish. So if you're considering selling, I would advise you wait for price to hit this level before you go bearish on GU. So if you're selling, if you are considering, okay, like I said, if you are selling, oh, few minutes, guys. Few minutes, guys. So on GU we had a fair value gap here. As you can see, a fair value gap was created here. So if you are selling after liquidity has been cleared, buy side liquidity has been cleared, this should be your target for GU. Okay, after liquidity has been cleared, buy side liquidity has been cleared, you expect GU to come fill this fair value gap, this sell side fair value gap. I hope that is clear. Let's look at gold. Okay, someone said we should look at EU. EU is positively correlated with GU and AU. Okay, so if I had analyzed AU and GU, you could apply same analysis on EU. Okay, as you can see what we have on EU. Similar pattern with what we have on GU and AU. So right now, if I'm going to risk or take any trade on EU, it's a buy. Okay, that's my take on EU for today. This week EU would be bearish. Okay, EU would be bearish this week. Is bullish. DXY dollar index is bullish. Okay, so this week I expect Euro USD to be bearish. That is likely to happen on Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. CPI will be released on Wednesday. So that is when I will be considering selling EU, AU, NU, and GU. Okay, and that the news would favor. Yeah, if the news favor dollar, then we should expect massive bearish move on those pairs. But before it goes bearish, they will definitely go for buy side liquidity. Okay, they will definitely go for buy side liquidity before going bearish. And if the news does not favor the dollar, they would first of all go for the buy side liquidity, okay, before going bearish. I hope you get that. If the news does not favor the dollar, wait for the institutions to clear the buy side liquidity before you go bearish. After liquidity has been cleared, wait for a bearish reversal pattern to form, maybe on 1 hour time frame or 15 minutes time frame before you sell. And that is likely going to play out, say, an hour after the news is released, or let's say 30 minutes or 1 hour after the news is released. So just be patient for the institutions to do their thing before you jump into any trade on Wednesday. Okay, NZD JPY. I hope I have that on my list here. NZD JPY. Please, for those of you that are new to trading, if you are new to trading, focus on the major currency pairs, USD pairs. Focus on USD pairs. Okay. New Zealand JPY. Hold on, let me add that to my list. Hold on. New Zealand JPY. A major news was released for New Zealand this morning. New Zealand JPY is bullish. New Zealand JPY is bullish. I would not advise you buy New Zealand JPY from the current market price. You can see where price started going up. You can see where price started going bullish. You cannot be buying NZD JPY at the current market price. If I would take any risk on New Zealand JPY, it will be a sell. It will be a sell. I expect price to pull back. If you are considering buying, you should wait for price to pull back to discounts. Apply your Fibonacci tool. You cannot buy at the current market price. It does not make sense. Look at where you ought to have entered buy. Look at where price is at the moment. You want to buy at this price. That will be very risky. Wait for price to pull back to at least equilibrium level before you buy. If you are considering buying, if I want to take any risk, I will take a sell with the hope that price will pull back to equilibrium. Okay, with the hope that price. So this will be my target, my first target. My stop loss just be a few pips above the high of this candle that looks like a shooting star. So I will not advise that you buy New Zealand JPY now. If you buy New Zealand JPY at the current market price, it will be due to FOMO, fear of missing out. Fear of missing out. Okay, so that's my take on New Zealand JPY. So let's look at gold before we end this session. Gold. So gold is bearish at the moment. The daily time frame is bearish, but like I said, gold is likely going to go bullish soon. Okay, it's likely going to go bullish soon. Probably it's pulling back to fill this fair value gap on the daily time frame, as you can see. Okay, it's likely we had a resistance here which became a support, so it's likely price will test this resistance which became a support before going bullish. So if I see a bullish reversal pattern, if a bullish reversal pattern forms on 1 hour or 4 hour time frame, I will go bullish on gold. I will go bullish on gold. I hope that is clear. Let's go down to 4 hour. Let's see what's happening on 4 hour. Okay. So let's have Fibonacci. Okay, from this swing low to swing high. Okay, so price is approaching equilibrium now. Okay, price is approaching equilibrium. So all I'm waiting for is a bullish reversal pattern to on 4 hour or 1 hour time frame. Then I'll go bullish on gold. But my weekly bias on gold is bearish. Okay, my weekly bias on gold is bearish, but I'll be considering selling maybe on Tuesday or Wednesday after CPI news has been released. That is when I would sell gold. I hope that is clear. Any other question? Any question? Mr. Peps, Mr. Emmanuel, Mr. David? Any question? USD CHF. Okay, let's look at USD CHF. USD CHF. USD CHF. Let me start with the weekly time frame. So last week candle on USD CHF looks like an inverted hammer, okay, which indicates change in trend. You could also see that we had a demand zone. Can you see that we had a demand zone? This zone. So price tested that zone, and you can see there is a strong rejection from that zone. This looks like an inverted hammer. Okay, so after the close of last week candle, let's go see the pattern we had on daily. If we are able to identify a bullish reversal pattern on daily, then we should expect more bullish move on USD CHF this week. So let's go down to daily. So you can see the pattern we had on daily last week. Okay, you can see the pattern. This looks like a bullish reversal pattern. Okay, this looks like a bullish reversal pattern. I think the bearish move that we saw last week, the bearish move was to clear liquidity at this previous low. Okay, liquidity at this previous low, and I think that was achieved last week. Now, after the close of this candle, let's see what we had on 4-hour time frame. Let's see what we had on 4-hour time frame. So I believe a fair value gap was created. Okay, so wait. So my bias on USD CHF is bullish this week. Okay, it is bullish this week. My bias is bullish. You can see we had a lot of imbalances. You can see fair value gap. You can see all this fair value gap. I believe this gap needs to be filled. Okay, these gaps need to be filled. So we could just apply our Fibonacci take it from this swing high to this swing low. So we should see price pull back to premium level before we consider selling. So this week I'm expecting more bullish move on USD CHF. Okay, I'm expecting more bullish move on USD CHF. Okay, I'm expecting more bullish move on USD CHF. I hope that is clear. I hope that is clear. Love it. I hope that is clear. Any other question? I've done Australian dollar USD. You have to watch the replay. I started with Australian dollar USD. You joined the session late. So you have to watch the replay. I started with Australian dollar USD. Any other question? Any other question? Any other question? Please, if this is your first time participating in the live stream, please subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel, and if you got value from this stream, please give it a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up if you got value from this stream. Any other question? Any other question? All right, no questions. No questions. Okay, so I really appreciate you all for your participation. We'll be meeting tomorrow, same time, 10 a.m. tomorrow, here, live. Okay, so I wish you all a profitable trading day. Please, as you trade, ensure you apply proper risk and money management. Ensure you apply stop loss on every trade you execute. Don't over leverage. Don't over leverage. You are advised not to risk more than 1 to 2% of your capital on any trade. 1 to 2% of your capital on any trade. Okay, my greatest desire is to see you all prosper in your trading career business. Okay, please play by the rules of the game. Play by the rules of the game and you would succeed. Do have a wonderful day.